Consider these two tomato plants. They were planted at the same time, in the same soil, and faced the same brutal drought. Yet, while the plant on the left shrivels and collapses, the one on the right stands perfectly upright. The surviving plant didn't receive an extra drop of water. The difference between life and death is entirely invisible, hidden below the surface. To understand why, we have to look at how plants drink. A standard plant root is a relatively thick, blunt structure. It can only absorb the moisture and minerals it physically touches. If water is trapped inside microscopic crevices in the soil, the root is simply too blunt to reach in and access it. The right column, without mycorrhiza, shows this isolation, a shallow, stunted root system. Red X marks denote low drought tolerance and delayed growth. This small root mass leaves vital nutrients just inches away, entirely out of reach. A plant without an extended underground network is essentially stranded in an ocean of resources it cannot physically touch. The advantage keeping our surviving plant alive is a beneficial fungus known as Mycorrhiza. This fungus forms a natural, symbiotic partnership directly with the plant's roots. Inside this circular callout, we see the mechanism of that partnership. The fungus attaches to the host root and sprouts incredibly fine, thread-like structures called hyphae, shown here as the glowing blue pathways. Compare the dense web of those fine blue threads to the thick central root. Because these hyphae are microscopic, they act as a physical extension cord for the plant, penetrating the tiniest soil crevices that normal roots are too large to enter. It is a biological trade. The plant provides the fungus with a steady supply of carbon and a place to live. In return, the fungus integrates the plant into its vast, microscopic extraction network. This relationship provides a critical hardware upgrade for the plant's natural extraction systems, turning a limited tap into a high-powered pump. This central graphic charts the compounding effects of this upgrade. On the left, the networked plant possesses a massive, dense root architecture, standing in stark contrast to the isolated system on the right. Let's look at what that larger network delivers, starting with the blue drop icon. Increased water absorption creates a natural shield that keeps the plant hydrated even when surface moisture vanishes. Moving to the purple P icon, we see targeted nutrient extraction. The fungal threads are highly efficient at dissolving and transporting phosphorus, which reduces nutrient waste in the soil. At the green root icon, we see that the mycorrhiza actually stimulates the plant's biology, prompting it to independently grow a thicker, healthier primary root base to support the fungal connection. The orange shield represents overall stress tolerance. A well-fed, well-hydrated plant has the resources to withstand barren conditions and extreme weather. Finally, the ascending graph represents the ultimate result. When a plant stops struggling to survive and starts efficiently processing resources, it achieves a significantly higher crop yield. The difference in performance isn't dictated by the resources on the surface. It is dictated entirely by the extraction efficiency of the underground network. When we zoom out to an entire agricultural field, the scale of this partnership expands. These fungal webs don't exist in isolation. They create a massive shared infrastructure. Beneath the surface, millions of fungal threads physically bind loose soil particles together. They act as an invisible structural foundation, creating stable soil aggregates while simultaneously connecting the roots of dozens of separate plants. By locking the topsoil in place, this continuous underground web prevents erosion, retains ground moisture, and establishes a durable foundation for local biodiversity. Relying on synthetic surface fertilizers provides a short-term spike, but ignores this deeper architecture. Cultivating the fungal network builds long-term agricultural longevity from the ground up. High-yield farming is achieved by engineering a vibrant, collaborative, living soil ecosystem rather than simply dropping seeds into dead, inert dirt.